I show you how to make a simple sound wave with After Effects. We will not associate this sound wave with any music. We will make it a completely independent sound wave that moves on its own. I've created a new composition and I'm drawing a rectangle over it. When I draw a rectangle, a new shape layer is created on the timeline. We can adjust the size of the rectangle. It can be about the following size. We can change this later. Let's open the Align panel at the bottom of the window. This will open this panel. Let's center this both vertically and horizontally. Then, if it is not open, let's click on the triangle here to open this area. Click the Add icon on the right side of the Contents section. When we click on this icon, you need to add the repeater from the options that will appear. Now let's look at the features of repeater. Since what we call a sound wave consists of more lines, not 3 lines, we need to increase its lines. Let's open the Transform Repeater option. Let's edit the position first. If we consider sound waves again, the lines here must be very close to each other. Therefore, I shift the value on the x-axis to the left. You decide how close it will be. I prefer to leave it that way. And we will use the copy option to multiply the number of these waves. These are currently 3 appearing. Let's change that to 41. The reason I'm doing 41 is that we are going to change the offset value in a moment and center these lines going to the right. I'm doing -20, so it will shift left by -20. There is a line in the middle that we created. There will be 20 lines on the right side and on the left side. There are 41 lines in total. You can change its number. For example, by making 61, you can make it -30. This is the logic of these values. I'm undoing my last 2 actions. Now that we have determined the number of our sound waves, we are done with this repeater part. Now we will add a new effect, add a new feature. This is the Wiggle Transform option, which will make the sound waves more vertically. Let's turn on this Wiggle Transform feature. Let's also turn on the Transform option. Here you will see the scale value. Let's remove the link icon here, so that we can only intervene on the y-axis. When we want to change in the y-axis, we want each to play with different dimensions. So I need to move Wiggle under repeater. As you can see, the edit we just made became visible when I moved the wiggle under the repeater. Now we can edit it again. Here we determine how large each sound wave will be. And here are 2 options you can edit. First, let me explain the correlation value. When we do this 100%, as you can see, each will play individually. By doing this 50%, we get a different effect. By reducing it, we determine the effect of grouping among themselves. When we change it to 0%, each will be different from the other. Again, I'm doing 80% to show what's going on, and as you can see, I can tell they are connected. Adjust it yourself. Let's do 64 now, and the value above makes it faster or slower. Currently the value is 2. When I make 5, it will take a faster effect. When I do 10, we will see much faster. When I do 1, we will see much slower. This is how we adjust the speed of this sound wave in its movements. We don't need to assign any keyframe. They will be played automatically when we add these features anyway. We can make this play by pressing the space key. Right now, this has been very slow. Let's speed it up a little more. Yes, it's nice that way. So, how can we adjust its size? I can turn this feature off. If you edit the rectangle we first created, it will automatically be adjusted accordingly. Since other properties are based on this rectangle, so I can see that when I make this smaller, when I shrink the rectangle here, it gets smaller here too. When I expand, the sound waves around it also expand. When I narrow it down, the sound waves around it also shrink. This is how you can adjust its size. As I said, it is possible to make it smaller and adjust it from the number and amount repeaters. By clicking on the fill value, you can change the color of these sound waves through the color panel that opens. If you can't reach here, if there is a problem, you can enter the rectangle value here and see the color inside the fill property. By clicking on it, it is possible to change the color of the sound waves. I'm doing white again. Yes, in this tutorial, we created randomly moving sound waves that are not connected to any music. And we have seen the features of that. As you can see, it is possible to make independent sound waves in a simple way. I hope it was useful. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next video.